Let me recall the results that we have discussed in the last lecture, that is uh, adjoint of a square matrix A. That is not essential to prove, we just write this. Adjoint of A square matrix A is transpose of cofactor of A. Another definition: invertible matrix. A square matrix is said to be invertible if there exists another matrix B same as the order of A, such that AB equal to BA equal to I, where I is an identity matrix same as the order of A. And in this case we write B equal to A inverse. We read this as inverse of the matrix A. A inverse means inverse of the matrix A. In the similar manner, we also say that A inverse equal to B, because it's also satisfying this condition. So most important thing, that is to prove A inverse equal to B or B equal to A inverse, that is A equal to also B inverse. That is to show A equal to B inverse or B equal to A inverse. It is sufficient to show that AB equal to B, A equal to I. You have to remember this condition. To prove that A inverse equal to B or A equal to B inverse, it is sufficient to show that AB equal to BA equal to I if A and B are square matrices. So a square matrix A is said to be invertible if A inverse exists. We also know that A inverse equal to A into adjoint, another result, A into adjoint of A equal to adjoint of A into A equal to determinant of A into I, where A is a square matrix of order n. We write it is this. And from this result we prove that if A is a non-singular matrix, then A inverse equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. So a square matrix, if A is an unsingular matrix, then the matrix is also invertible. That is, a square matrix A is said to be invertible if A inverse exists, and A inverse exists if determinant of A is not equal to 0. That we define it as a non-singular matrix. A square matrix is said to be a singular matrix if determinant of A equal to 0, and non-singular matrix if determinant of A not equal to 0. So a matrix is said to be an invertible matrix if determinant of A is not equal to 0, that is A is a non-singular matrix. Then we go to some results. Let's start from theorem. If A, B and C are square matrices of order n and A is a non-singular matrix, then AB equal to AC implies B equal to C, that is by using left cancellation. Similarly, BA equal to CA implies B equal to C, that is by using right cancellation. Now to prove the first part, suppose given A is a non-singular matrix, that is determinant of A not equal to 0 implies A inverse exists. Now given AB equal to AC, we have to show that B equal to C. If AB equal to AC, now pre-multiplying A inverse in both sides, that is A inverse into AB equal to A inverse into AC. Now using associative property of matrix multiplication, A inverse into A into B equal to A inverse A into C, from this to this, from this to this. We know that A inverse into A equal to the identity matrix I into B equal to I into C. Now IB equal to B, IC equal to C, where I is the multiplicative identity matrix. Similarly, you can prove the second result by post multiplying A inverse on both sides. Another important property of inverse: if A and B are invertible matrices of same order, then AB is invertible and AB inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. This property is called as reversal property. of inverse. Here given that A and B are invertible matrix, that is A and B are singular and singular matrix, that is determinant of A not equal to 0, determinant of B not equal to 0. We have to show that AB is invertible, that is determinant of, if that is AB is a non-singular matrix, that is determinant of AB not equal to 0. If determinant of A is not equal to 0, determinant of B is not equal to 0, then determinant of A and determinant of B not equal to 0 implies AB is an invertible matrix. Now we have to show that AB inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse. We are already say that in the first, from the beginning, that to show A inverse equal to B, it is sufficient to show that AB equal to B equal to I. So to prove AB inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse, we have to show that is to prove X inverse equal to Y, it is sufficient to show that XY equal to I and YX equal to I. That is, let to prove X inverse equal to Y, suppose X into Y is equal to A into AB into B inverse A inverse, that is A into B inverse into A inverse, by using associative property. We know that B into B inverse equal to I, that is A into I into A inverse. A into I equal to A, that is A into A inverse, which is equal to I. Again Y into X, that is X inverse equal to Y. Now Y into X is equal to B inverse into A inverse into A, that is using associative property of matrix multiplication. Again A inverse into A equal to I into B equal to B, that is B inverse into B equal to I. From 1 and 2, AB into B inverse A inverse equal to B inverse into A inverse into AB equal to I, that is X into Y equal to Y into X equal to I. So Y equal to X inverse. So we know, as you denote this as X and this as Y, so X inverse is equal to Y, that is B inverse into A inverse equal to AB inverse. You also use for any number of non-singular matrices, that is if A1, A2, An are non-singular matrices, then their inverse is equal to inverse multiplication of inverse in reverse order, that is An inverse, An minus 1 inverse up to A1 inverse. Another theorem, if A is an invertible matrix, then A transpose is also invertible, and inverse of A transpose is equal to A inverse transpose. How to prove this condition? It is also same to the previous theorem, that is A is an, given A is an invertible matrix, so obviously determinant of A is not equal to 0, that is A is non-singular. Now if as you know that determinant of A equal determinant of A transpose, so obviously determinant of A transpose is non-zero, implies inverse of A transpose exists, that is A transpose is invertible. So first part is proved. Now we have to prove that this into this equal to this, that is X inverse equal to Y, that is we have to show that X into Y equal to I and Y into X equal to I. Let this is X and this is Y. We have to prove this condition. As you know that A into A inverse equal to A inverse into A equal to I. Now taking transpose in each term, now transpose of this equal to this equal to this. We know that AB row whole transpose equal to B transpose into A transpose, that is reversal properties of transpose of the matrix, that is A inverse transpose into A transpose equal to A transpose into transpose of A inverse, which is equal to I transpose is again I, let it be X and it be Y. So XY equal to Y into X equal to Y. So obviously we can say that X equal to Y inverse here, or Y equal to X inverse, but we required X equal to Y inverse, so you consider this. So here X equal to this and Y equal to this. Now X equal to inverse of Y, that is A transpose inverse. So proved.